Hey guys, Ross, Franklin County Forage. This is the next day from us putting up the header. We're gonna try to weld this beam. So here's what we got. You can see it's actually right on side to side, in and out, but up and down, we're off by a little bit more than half an inch probably, which is not a big deal. But what I'm gonna do is, I got a couple pieces of 1/4 inch steel here. I'm gonna lay one there, put one down here, and then I'm going to take a C-clamp and squeeze down on those and let that line that up. And then I've got my welder out here in the bucket on the skid steer, so I can lift that welder up, so I got plenty of room with my lead and everything, which it won't have to all be all the way up here, but at least get it, you know, 6, 7, 8 feet up off the ground. Give me plenty of lead up here to weld. I've got, you'll notice I don't have the tank on there. I ran out anyway, so I'm switched over to flex core wire, gasless, which is good for out here in the wind and everything anyways. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze this down. I'm gonna weld probably right in here, maybe on the side and up here. And I'll take the clamp off and I can weld the top and the bottom. Go on the outside, weld it. And once I get this all welded, of course I'll grind this top down flush, and I got to put 2 more pieces right over this seam right here, and this header beam will be completely done. You see that gap closing up as I crank that. Of course now the problem is going to be, I think I pulled it over to the side whenever I did that, but so now we're lined up and down. I need to take a hammer and tap this beam at the top that way. All right, we got her lined up flush. I just, a couple taps with the hammer, lined it right up, and we're ready to weld. Bethany just pulled in for some food. All right, we're gonna go eat, and I'll be back out there. As you see, got the welder up in the bucket. We got her on. Got me a good spot for my ground clamp. We're getting ready to weld. Get enough to hold it, and then we'll get that clamp out of the way. Let's get this thing welded. Say hi, Cade. Say hi. Hi. Me and Cade put the skid steer up and the welder and everything. Well, we haven't put the skid steer up. We put everything up. The skid steer's sitting over there. We're trying to find a little job for the skid steer, aren't we? So we can do something. Hold on. But we did get this job done. Got the welded the beam and put our brackets on there. So that is complete. I was welding, and after about 10 seconds of welding, the welder would cut off, but the wire feed would keep going. So I thought something was wrong. First time I ever had that happen. And it was going out on overcurrent or overload or whatever you want to call it. And I thought it was weird, you know, because I can't set it any higher than it'll let me. But the problem was my 100-foot extension cord needed to be, you know, like 10 gauge at least, and it's not. So I think I was getting so much of a voltage drop that it was making it kick out all the time. So I ended up getting the generator out here, and still ran off 110, but I got the generator and a larger cord, but the larger cord I couldn't plug in because it's not long enough. So that's why I got the generator out. And then it never kicked out another time once I did that. I should have started with that, but whatever. Anyways, the job's done. It is 100% complete, this header is, and we are ready to put some rafters up on this side. Like I said, next step is to get this gutter off, cut our metal, put her header up over here. You ready? Oh boy, you guys do it? Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh. It's gonna go this time. Woo-hoo. What do you think about that? Okay, let's split these smaller, okay? Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna split pretty small. They dry faster that way.
Whoa.
You think that's pretty cool? Look at that. Now I'll split this other one too, okay? like that? Yeah? Cade, you get a kick out, don't you? Okay, now we're gonna stack these up there. Yeah. If you can't get it up there, I'll help you. Oh, thank you. Okay, pick my next piece. That piece there. That is some pretty wood. Yeah, that's walnut. Stand back, here we go. Yep, bring it over here. Thank you. Go. Ta-da!
Whoa.
Hold on. Is that some pretty wood? Got it. That was good work right there. All right, on to the next ones. Right, Cade? Yeah, just beautiful. Beautiful. Good morning, Ross, Franklin County Forage. I'm sure most of you already know that. It's a little nipply out this morning. Not too bad though. 17 degrees when I just came out here. Wood burners at 171 degrees and running. So we're gonna check that, stoke it this morning, and we're going over to Dad's. I got a guy coming to get possibly 300 bales, which is a pretty good day for me. Here's what it looks like this morning. All right, that's pretty good. That's about what I'll run for the day, and then we'll load it this evening whenever I get home. Shut that, turn our fan back on, ready to roll. Wood burner is stoked. We're headed over to Dad's. My customer should be showing up in about an hour, getting loaded. Then after that, I'll be headed to work. I'll catch back up with you when we get over there. My customer's running a little bit behind me, and Dad's gonna go ahead and pull out some of this. This in the front here is an alfalfa mix, and he said he wants to go ahead and take that. So it's kind of stair-stepped in there. We're just pulling that all out so it's easier to get to, and we know exactly where the line is, where this hay ends and the next hay begins. There's a pretty definite line right over here. This is different hay, but then we've got it kind of stair-stepped. Go down to the 4th row. This is orchard grass. Then down here, everything out here is orchard grass alfalfa mix. And I just talked to the guy that's coming, and he does want that. So that'll probably be the first that we load, just to get that out of the way. Then I'm assuming they'll probably put that on the smaller trailers, about 100, maybe 120 on there of this. And then they got a gooseneck trailer. He says he's gonna put 200 on. So we'll finish out this that I'm standing on here and then work our way back. That'll make a big dent in here. They just arrived. Perfect timing. He's backing the smaller trailer in now. After we load these two trailers out, this is going to look a lot different in here. Stacking in. There, we got all our alfalfa mix out. So we're gonna take 200 bales out of here. We're gonna start right here where I'm standing, work it back, throw it on the side of the trailer, and then we'll just kind of work both these stacks back as we go. And actually, I'd rather work this stack back before we do this one. So what we'll probably do is stack this over here I'm standing on, and then stack some of this and even with this, and then we'll kind of work on this, just this over here, because that'll let us be able to pull through and have more length. Come on back. That's good. Perfect. Got this load loaded up. I'm gonna pull out, we're gonna strap her down. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it's great to have awesome customers. This is what we got left, got. Goodness. I got some hay dust in my throat. This is all we got left here. We made a huge dent here. Because it was actually stacked out here. We took all that up, a lot of the stuff off the top, and this one here was stacked out here, actually all the way to here, 2 high and then 3 high. So we took all that. But I think there's still at least another 200 in here. I'll get a rough count here before we leave, and then I'll know, because I think he wants another 200, another 200 or so, and that'll pretty well empty this barn out. Then we go to the next one.